back with Red Dead Redemption. This is not going to be a super long stream, but I wanted to play a little more. There's a bug on my screen. I do not like it. Let's see. So last time... Hey, Cube. Last time we were in Mexico. We just started doing a couple missions. We're still there. So I double checked, and you actually can get back to New Austin after you go to Mexico. There's just a bridge. You just sort of take a raft there for no real reason. So I thought, in an effort to give us some other options of like stuff to wear eventually, we would go and try to finish up some... We would go and try to do a couple of outfits, maybe just one main one. I figured out why I hadn't been introduced to gang hideouts. It's because the game doesn't actually introduce them to you. You just are supposed to come across them exploring, which I haven't really been doing because I've been following the storyline. So take care of that. Should be a pretty easygoing stream. I'm pretty sure we'll get to some plot stuff, but and if the side stuff gets, you know, boring or tedious, I don't want to do a whole lot of gang hideouts because they're the same thing. Like they're just big shootouts in locations, so there's not a whole lot of reason to do a bunch of them on stream. Some of the other stuff is a little more varied. So this is the bridge back into New Austin. Yep, it's fully intact. You can just ride back into New Austin whenever you want to. There's no problem. I guess the game, because of that one rail bridge explodes, it makes it seem like you can't get back, but it's not true. I think I was tricked by that when I was younger too, and first played the game. Pretty sure I thought that you were trapped in Mexico until a certain point in the story. Nope, you can leave as soon as you cross over. So if you have stuff you want to wrap up, there is nothing holding you back. Have at it. Head straight back into America and get whatever it is you need to do done. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and finish American Appetites, stranger mission we were working on, because that is a requirement for one of the outfits. Probably the easiest outfit to get in the game. It is not... If you have the original version of the game, I don't think you can get it unless you pre-ordered at GameStop. Although, actually, no, I don't think that's true anymore. I think after a certain point, everything that was like a pre-order thing was released fully to everyone. So you can get everything if you need to. Oh, hey, you're telling us about a gang hideout. So that's Fort Mercer. You do get something good for doing Fort Mercer, I think. Fort Mercer is one of the places where you get a fairly decent gun, but I might be misremembering. We might check out Fort Mercer, because Fort Mercer is... I mean, all the gang hideouts are actually pretty easy. And they don't really consist of much more usually than just, like, shooting. Sometimes there's, like, an NPC to rescue. All of them involve an NPC assisting you. It's a really easy cliff to just totally drive your horse off of and die. Your horse is pretty good about not, as in real life, they're pretty good about not just going over cliffs though. Whoa, what was that? Ooh. Oh, I see. My horse's stamina was super low and I was not paying attention. There are a couple outfits that have I sort of talked about this. There's a couple outfits that have effects. The one that we're working to get is one of them. And it's called the Deadly Assassin outfit. There are a couple endgame outfits that you can only get post-game that have very strong effects. But they're also the sort of post-game content that's like... you know, it would probably be more fun to mess around with them when the campaign is available rather than at the end of the campaign or at the conclusion of the campaign. But you know how these things go. Alright, so let's check out the next part of American Appetites. Oh. Shit. Sorry about that. I guess I hit the fucking button again and the PS4 died. I really need to watch out so I don't crash my computer or the game. Ugh, man, I hope that the save file is okay. Live on stream destruction. I'm gonna just leave the game capture for a second. Oh well, no, I'll leave it up because it's restoring. Nothing is happening. Red Dead corruption. The sad truth. This PS3 is probably fine. I haven't had it that long. My PS4 is getting a little old though. I mean, I have had this like longer than the PS4, but it's newer. A newer type. It's not the slim kind. It's, well, it is. It's the slim, and then there's the even slimmer version that was released. It's the one in between those two. It's the one before the last version, excuse me, of the PS3 that they released. I want to get a PS4 Pro at some point. Excuse me, but I also need like a TV, like a 4K TV or whatever, to experience it. At least graphically. I kind of also just want it for the improved performance. Although it's like kind of minimal in some games, I think. What do you have, Cube? Throw some titles out. A lot of the stuff in the Humble Bundle isn't that bad, but I don't even... Oh, like Hyperdimension Neptunia, the like RPG about the console war. Well, you could just log out of your friends list. Log out of nearly all of them. That's I mean, that's some hardcore bullying there. No one has to know. What are some of the other games you have through the Humble Bundle? Alright. Sorry about that. How many Neptunia games are there now? There like 3 or 4? I don't even know. 2 Point Hospital. I haven't not even heard of that. I was playing... I need to get back to this. Charles and I were playing through 428, and I need to finish it. Probably there's not that much left of the game. Maybe 4 or 5 more hours or something. I don't know. I see. Yeah, I understand. I mean, I bought a bunch of stuff from Humble Bundle. I mean, I bought one of the like first Humble Bundles back when they like first started it. I know what type of stuff they usually put in. I don't know. Do you have anything like maybe it's stuff you've already played through? I don't know what kind of games you're interested in. Play through like an adventure game that might be slightly longer. Don't play Maple Story 2. Don't give in. Well, maybe that's not a good metric because you are saying Maple Story 2. I was going to say, other than the Neptunia games, what's the all right, we're going to try something different. What is the worst game that you have? Oh, my horse is gone. What the hell? That fucked my horse up. Oh, that was weird. Bad Rats 2. Did I don't even remember if I actually... Hold on, I'm gonna reload, because that was weird. I think the game just hadn't, loaded in my horse yet, and I had a placeholder horse there because it knew that I was supposed to have one. Warcraft 3 is good. I haven't played it in a really long time, as you can imagine. Alright, let's hope my horse is okay. Okay, cool. I don't know what happened there. I guess the game just freaked out over me having a horse. Alright. Alright, we're not gonna ride there this time. Haha. Forget that. Tried that once. Saw what happened. Oh, okay, can't fast travel to New Austin, so we do have to ride in. Yeah, I mean, inside's alright. The game's really short. I'm surprised you haven't beaten it yet. But I mean, I understand, like, sometimes you just put things down. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, it's kind of hard to spoil. I mean, it's not hard to spoil the ending, but it's not really, like... I don't think it's simple to explain. So I can understand why you wouldn't be spoiled. Unless you're, like, searching out videos. Most people probably aren't just going to be, like, talking about it, because it's not really that easy to talk about. I mean, it's not, like, super esoteric or anything like that. It's just... It's usually probably going to just be more involved than just saying what happens. That makes sense. Yeah, that's a good strategy. Yeah, I would either do that. Whenever, like, something that I want to play is being discussed that I haven't played yet, and it is, like, endgame spoilers or something, I will either skip ahead or just turn off whatever I'm listening to and come back to it whenever I'm done, which sometimes means that I never come back to things. Picross and Diablo 3. I mean, Picross is a solid choice. Diablo 3 is more questionable, but not for any reason. I've never even played any of the Diablo games, really. I've watched my friends play a lot of Diablo 2. When I was younger, they played it in
their house a lot, and I would just watch them play it and just sort of be like, this seems fun. I mean, I probably would have enjoyed it because I really enjoy the looting uh, feel of the Diablo like established, of just like tons and tons of loot. I see. Yeah, since I didn't keep up with it, I didn't know about any of the improvements. Um, Although I heard people still mostly kind of liked it when it came out originally, just because hadn't been a Diablo game in a while. But I don't know. What kind of games do you like? Oh, that sucks. 3 seasons every 3 months, huh? There's been a lot of like people that have sort of advocated for the idea of games as a service, and I really personally don't necessarily like that. Although, I mean, being able to play one thing for a long time and not have to really spend more money is, of course, not a terrible thing. But I would also rather like not, have them turn into like cycles that are hard to keep up with, or like can like fork the player base, or split it. Oh, I see. That sucks. So you just like chew through everything really fast. I think you're right, Cube. Yeah, I definitely when I am thinking about games as a service, I'm not interested in competitive games really. I'm not very competitive first of all, and I don't play that many competitive games. I definitely am thinking of like massively multiplayer games, or not, or just like multiplayer games in general. Even though I'm not really even into multiplayer, and or um, single player games. I whipped that boy till he cried for his mama. There we go. That's funny. Excuse me. I played through some of Mafia 3. I really intended to finish it, but the gameplay loop was starting to get to me because it does get a little repetitive. Um, but I enjoyed a lot of it. I did buy one pack of DLC like a fool. I try not to buy DLC if I can help it, for the most part. Although, I do like often get like season passes and stuff, or like for games that I really like Dark Souls 3 and stuff. But level designer, interesting. Someone that one of my good friends, his girlfriend, also knew somebody that worked on it. So that's funny.
I mean, it's not that surprising since there's a lot of people that work on video games, but oh, that's cool. This is a real easy mission to get killed as a by cougars. So that was weird, huh? Guy was creepy. Here's the guy we're after. Pretty simple. Just hog tie him. If I can throw. There's 0 game audio? Really? Oh shit. Okay. All right, I'm gonna restart OBS.